So here are reasons that a rim tank with your upper and lower rims are way better than a rimless tank in the aquarium hobby. So contrary to popular belief, these rims on these aquariums have very, very little to do with actually holding these panes of glass together. They will, in a long run, stop bowing in the centers, or not stop it, but hold it back to a degree. But one of the main purposes of these rims is right here. All this inner bracing. It allows you to put lids on, hang on back filters to sit securely, like right here. Your gang valves for your air. Also any kind of tops, any kind of lids or anything, a seat for them to sit into. Another thing is that glass aquariums, the glass that makes the bottom of the tank sits on top of this bracing and is actually held off of the stand. That's different with acrylic tanks, but I'm just going to cover your basic glass aquariums that most people are going to have in the hobby. Another very helpful thing, they hide the true water level. So I've got, in this 90-gallon aquarium, an area of about a ½ inch that this water level can vary and still seem to be completely full. Now mine's a little low right now due to evaporation, but I need to do a water change. And I don't like to constantly fill tanks from evaporation due to the fact that you'll concentrate your mineral content in your water. If you're getting a lot of watermarks and kind of calcium deposits on the insides of your aquariums, which will look like white marks, which I try to keep on top of, but you'll see it here on the glass. One reason for the buildup of minerals and calcium in your water is that as your water evaporates, the actual mineral content of the water doesn't change. So as you keep adding water and filling it up as it evaporates, you're concentrating the actual mineral content of your water, and you're getting a harder and harder and harder water. You want to minimize your evaporation and minimize the amount of times that you're actually adding water to the aquarium. And by doing that, you'll minimize the amounts of concentrating or mineralizing you're doing to your water. Another very useful thing about these rims is that they run the entire perimeter of the aquarium, allowing you to seal it up very well from evaporation. Another thing is heat loss. Having tops that sit fairly securely on your aquarium, you're holding in the most amount of heat that your heater is producing. Now, glass tops are going to hold it in a little better than your thin kind of plastic tops. Thicker plastic tops will hold in a little better as well. Acrylic actually has the best insulative properties and will hold in the most heat possible. But you have to watch out because acrylic bows very easily. Like I have acrylic back here, and you can see how bowed it is. And you can keep flipping it, it'll keep bowing. You can use Lexan, which has very good insulative properties also. About 3 times the cost of acrylic, and it won't bow if you don't mind the cost. But I mostly use glass because obviously it doesn't bow. It's very easy to clean. I can clean it with a razor blade, and it doesn't scratch up like acrylic does. And if you do scratch glass, you could polish it out. I also want to give out a huge thanks to anyone who follows the channel, because I've hit 1,000 subscribers, which I never actually expected to hit that because I'm not that kind of channel, and there's so many great and informative channels out there. But if anyone has any videos they'd like to see or any topics you'd like to see me cover, please just subscribe, like, but mainly comment below. And I try to get to anyone who comments, especially me being a very small channel. It's a very personal kind of Q&A between me and anyone who follows me or comments. Even if you don't follow me, just leave a comment of anything that you'd like me to address. I personally think that rimmed aquariums look great. I do understand, though, people that like the super neat lines of a rimless aquarium. Quick update on the beat up Pundamilia nairi, or Anchor Island. He is doing great. I think the one eye is basically going to remain cloudy. It took a bit of damage when he got beat up in his tank by his tank mates, but he's doing great. His fins are completely healed. I used Melafix for about 2 weeks with him, and he looks great. He eats great. He's super healthy, always coming up to the glass because he wants to eat all the time. But here's my guy, my healed up little buddy with one milky eye.